Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that I guarantee every single one of us has felt. You know that feeling, right? The alarm goes off, it's dark outside, maybe it's cold, and the very last thing you want to do is get out of your warm, comfortable bed. Your mind starts racing with excuses. Just 5 more minutes. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm just not feeling it today. That feeling, that resistance, is one of the biggest dream killers in the world. It's the siren song of mediocrity, whispering that it's okay to take the easy path. But I'm here to tell you a simple, powerful truth. Showing up, especially when you don't feel like it, is the single greatest secret to winning. It's not about talent, it's not about luck, it's about discipline. Think about it. Anyone can work hard when they're motivated. Anyone can go to the gym when they feel strong and energetic. Anyone can write or create or study when inspiration strikes like a lightning bolt. That's the easy part. But what separates the good from the great? What separates the amateur from the professional? It's what they do on the days when the motivation isn't there. It's what they do when they're tired, discouraged, and full of doubt. They show up. I want you to picture 2 runners. They both have the same goal: to run a marathon. Runner A is incredibly talented. When they feel good, they run like the wind. They post amazing times. They feel invincible. But on days when they're tired or sore, or it's raining, they stay home. They tell themselves they'll make up for it later. Runner B is not as naturally gifted. They have to work harder for every mile. But Runner B has a rule. No matter what, they put on their shoes and get out the door, even if it's just for a slow 1-mile jog. Even if they have to walk half of it, they show up. Now fast forward a year. Who do you think is standing at the finish line of that marathon? It's Runner B. Why? Because consistency creates momentum. Every time you show up when you don't want to, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You're building a new identity. You're no longer the person who sometimes works out. You are a person who is a runner. You are no longer someone who tries to write. You are a writer. This principle applies to everything in life. Your career, your relationships, your health, your personal projects. That big project at work feels overwhelming? Show up and work on it for just 15 minutes. That's it. Just start. You want to learn a new language? Show up and practice for 10 minutes a day, even when your brain feels like mush. The magic isn't in the marathon sessions you do once a month. The magic is in the small, consistent, non-negotiable actions you take every single day. Let's talk about the why behind this resistance. Often, we think we need to feel good to do something. We wait for the feeling of motivation to arrive before we take action. But that's completely backward. Action creates motivation. The moment you start moving, the moment you take that first tiny step, your brain chemistry starts to change. You get a small sense of accomplishment, a little hit of dopamine. That feeling then fuels the next step and the next. You don't find momentum, you create it. Think of it like pushing a car. The hardest part is getting it to move from a standstill. It takes a massive amount of effort to get those wheels to turn that first inch. But once it starts rolling, it gets easier and easier to keep it going. Showing up is that initial difficult push. I remember when I was first starting this channel, there were so many days I didn't want to film. The house was a mess. I felt like I had nothing interesting to say. I was tired from my day job, and I'd look at the camera and think, who's even going to watch this? The temptation to just call it a day and watch Netflix was huge. But I made a promise to myself. I would turn on the camera and talk for 5 minutes. That was the deal. Just 5 minutes. And you know what happened? Almost every single time, those 5 minutes turned into 10, then 20, then a full hour of productive, creative work. The act of starting was the key that unlocked everything else. I showed up for the person I wanted to be, not the person I felt like in that moment. So, how do we do this? How do we build this muscle of discipline? First, make it easy to start. James Clear calls this the 2-minute rule. Whatever your goal is, scale it down to something you can do in 2 minutes. Read every day becomes read 1 page. go for a run becomes put on my running shoes and step outside. The goal isn't to achieve the big thing right away, it's to master the art of showing up. Second, stop negotiating with your feelings. Your mind is a brilliant lawyer that can argue you out of anything. Don't engage in the debate. When the alarm goes off, don't lie there and think about how tired you are. That's a losing battle. Instead, have a pre-planned automatic sequence. Alarm goes off, feet hit the floor. No thinking, just doing. It's an appointment with your future self, and you are not going to stand yourself up. Third, celebrate the win of showing up. It doesn't matter if you had a great workout or a terrible one. It doesn't matter if you wrote a masterpiece or just a paragraph of garbage. You showed up. You did the hard thing. Acknowledge that. Give yourself credit for honoring your commitment. That positive reinforcement makes it easier to do it again the next day. The victory isn't in the outcome of that one day. The victory is in the action of being there. This isn't about being a robot. It's not about ignoring your need for rest and recovery. Rest is crucial. But there's a huge difference between strategic, planned rest and simply giving in to lazy excuses. You know the difference. Your body and mind will tell you. True rest recharges you. Giving up drains you of self-respect. The most successful people in any field are not the ones who are motivated 100% of the time. They are the ones who have the best systems and the strongest discipline for the days they aren't. They understand that feelings are fleeting, but habits are forever. They've learned that the real battle isn't against the competition or the challenge itself. The real battle is against the voice in your own head that says, "Not today." So, the next time you hear that voice, I want you to remember this. Remember that every time you push through that resistance, you are forging your character. You are building a foundation of discipline that will support every single goal you ever have. You are proving to yourself that you are the kind of person who follows through. Your future self is begging you to just show up today. Don't let them down. Don't wait to feel like it. Just start. Put on your shoes. Open the book. Turn on the computer. Take that first, small, imperfect step. Because that is how you win. Not just the marathon, not just the project, but the game of life. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear in the comments about a time you showed up when you didn't want to and what the result was. Let's inspire each other. Have an amazing week and remember to just show up. I'll see you in the next one.